Good morning. Welcome to the Divining Hour. I'm going to take a few moments and wait for some people to join. My name is Edie. I'm a psychic medium, and I'll be doing some tarot readings for you today. I'm going to go by zodiac sign, and then I'm going to leave about a 15-minute or 10-minute window at the end. So if you guys want to ask questions, you're more than welcome to ask some questions at the end. So welcome. This morning, it's this morning. This morning's topic is talking about hungry hearts. A lot of people that are dealing with soulmate energy are going through a great transformation at this time. What's happening in the next week, probably in a week's time from now. I'm trying to prepare some energy for you guys. It's full moon, a new moon coming in. After this full moon energy that just passed, there's been a lot of transformation with the energies of suppressed angers, secrets coming out. There's more energy of that coming out in the near future. People are dealing with a lot of court situations, that type of thing. I feel like there needs to be a lot of destruction in old patterns and intentions set for new ones with this full moon coming in. The Sagittarian new moon, which is on the 27th, what's going to happen is a promise from a long, long time ago that an energy of understanding, an energy of awareness, an energy of higher learning, of psychic connection is going to open up. And so those of you who have been going through bouts of anger for unknown reasons, bouts of breaking up with people, and having repeated relationships that are broken one after another, those people tend to be on what's called the soulmate journey. And so coming in next week is an energy about money and about soulmate journeys. So I'm going to help guide you through that with these readings. I'm going to begin with the astrological sign of Aries. I hope everybody's doing well today. Okay, so in Aries, so within your heart energy, I feel like Aries are doing a lot of stuff for other people. I feel like you're going through motions. I feel like Aries, a lot of stuff, there's obligations. I feel like your home life at this time, there's a lot of burdens and situations that you're contending with that are first of all, I don't feel like they're your burdens. They're other people's burdens, but you have obligation to them. So namely family, I'm sensing here. So I'm feeling like Aries this next week, you still may have some burdens to contend with, but there is movement coming in within this. There's relief coming in for you. You're moving away from this heavy burden and doing things just for the sake of doing things. I feel like the appreciation level is not where it needs to be with Aries. So you're releasing all of this energy. You're releasing doing a lot of things for people that are ungrateful. And you're moving towards people who, I feel like Aries, you know what I'm sensing here? I'm sensing that there's going to be within like probably the week of the 24th to the 30th, this is going for, I'm sensing that this is coming in, that there is movement within finances, a movement within home life. There is energy coming in within home life. So you maybe have somebody moving in with you. I feel like that sets the stage for you to move forward with some financial abundance. So if I do feel like money is your main concern, however, also love life. I feel like actually love life has been on the forefront. I'm just going to move this a second here. I feel like love life for Aries has been on the forefront, but you're doing work just because it's filling a void. So I feel like Aries, you're moving towards something that's going to be a destruction of something in your environment that is going to be so great and it's going to be life altering. I feel like there's heavy conditions that you're contending with, but at the end of the day, Aries, I feel like within the week of the 24th, so not this next week, but the week after, you will have things settle and come in to a great surprise that you were not expecting. Okay? And I feel like the hard work that you're contending with is sort of over. You get a little bit of a rest. I feel like you get a rest before something more comes in. Definitely. And I am sensing that you may be dealing with a lot of heartache as well in these areas. But I feel like you persevere, and I feel like someone comes into your life, Aries, that is unexpected and on the vibration of what you want. So don't be surprised. That's pretty good news. That's what I'm getting. All right. So now we're moving into the energy of Taurus. We have the Sun. We have the Two of Wands. And we have the Nine of Wands. That's interesting. And then you have the Magician on the bottom. All right, so Taurus, I feel like there is some real good energy coming in here for you. I feel there's opportunities for travel. I feel like you may be thinking about travel there. Good morning, Jody Lynn. Oh, that's really nice of you. Thank you very much. That's very kind. A little bit later, I'll pull cards, so you'll be the first on the thing. So people who do pay, sorry guys, but that's the way it goes, right? But thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. It does help support this channel, so I can do these videos for free for people. All right, so Taurus here. Jody Lynn, if you put your sign down, I'll maybe pick up energy as I go along for you during the reading as well. All right, so moving back to Taurus here, I am sensing here that that this energy has come in from childhood energy. There's something that you have always wanted to do here, Taurus, and you're moving towards it. It may not involve actual travel, but I think for the most part here, Taurus, I'm sensing that it is. And it is involving both relationship and money. So, I don't know what I'm just going to say this. It may not be for everybody, but there's something involved here, Taurus, with like a cruise, water, a ship, and there may be like a work offering for you, and I do feel like you go, or there's something about like overseas or international travel here. So this is something you've always wanted to do, and you've worked hard towards it. So I feel like it's coming forward for you within, like, I feel like something is going, so maybe you guys may have lost a job and then moving into another, but I feel like it's something you've always wanted to do, and it does involve travel. So I feel also here that somebody has undermined you. There are some secrets coming out about who it is exactly that has, I feel like some of you have been maybe let go of work, or something, maybe possibly even a relationship that you are, what I'm sensing here, for the most part, this is about a relationship. And this relationship, somebody has been deceitful to you. You figured out that it is that, and you are moving away from that now. And you are progressing into what the life purpose that you want. Do not be surprised in the next 2 weeks if you get this offering. I feel like if you want a job like that, boy, it's a good idea to apply for whatever kind of work at this time that you want. That's kind of what I'm sensing for Taurus. So moving now into the energy of Gemini. All right, good, Geminis. So you have the Seven of Pentacles. You may find right now that finances are improving, but it's still a struggle. I feel like it's still a struggle. You're working on something that is, sorry guys, I'm just going to move this there. My microphone is interfering with my shuffle. I feel, Geminis, that there is a work opportunity. You may be in school, possibly, but I feel like there's a work situation that you're working towards something different. It's interesting how I wanted to talk about hungry hearts here and what is preventing you from getting the things that you want. And what I'm sensing interesting is that a lot of people are really concerned about money, but their really underlying energy is about relationships. So if I'm talking about money and it's not your situation, then apply it to your love life and vice versa. Okay, and so I feel like here I want to say that with the work situation here that I'm feeling, if you contend with the work situation, the soulmate energy can flow in for next, like I feel like in the new moon energy, you can set your intention. I feel like here, Gemini, depending on your Sagittarian placement, what's coming in the full moon, I feel like that's where you're going to direct your energy. So I'm going to try to psychically pick up on that information for you specifically, Jody, for your energy because you're a Gemini. And for everybody else, I will do my best to get the general energy of what you need to, where you need to apply this right now. I feel like there's really good luck coming in it, but it feels like a lot of anxiety. Like I'm just like, get this overwhelming anxiety. Look at that. You guys got the Ace of Wands. Something you're doing is presenting itself. There's been some fights about this as well. I'm sensing that here, Gemini, that you have fought very diligently to get where you are with the workplace. And it may even be within a relationship. You have been fighting for this relationship. So let's see the outcome of this Gemini right now. You're starting a new journey. Oh, justice snuck in there. So whatever it is that you're dealing with a court situation. I do feel that you move forward and it is a new journey. Some of you may be actually entering a law type of environment where you start a new job. This is something that you've been working towards, I'm sensing. And also some of you, you know, I'm going to say this is what I'm picking up. This is interesting about Geminis. I feel like because of the duality type of life that you understand, the duality of life in many areas with love and I'm feeling like I don't know what I'm sensing here, but like weirdly, like maybe people have had criminal pasts and they're using this to their advantage to help people to overcome the problems that they're facing within a prison system. This is what I'm sensing. So I'm not sure who that's pretty specific. So I feel like that somebody is really involved here. So, and if you are the one that's incarcerated, I'm telling you, there's somebody coming here to help you upon your journey with a legal situation. And also those of you facing like divorces, that sort of thing, same thing. Those of you who are listening to this, you want to do the correct thing. You want to move past, you want to pay your karmic debts, and you want to move forward with something of a new, coming out of a stormy situation. I feel like there's a gift coming in here for you within this next week for you Geminis specifically. I feel that's coming in that is it's like a financial gift or a start of something financial to benefit you. And I'm really feeling like that's setting you on the path to the correct soulmate energy. And it will not leave you with that sort of hungry feeling. And I'm going to tell you something else here, Gemini. You've left somebody in that situation right now. So karmically, I feel like you may have left someone and have hurt somebody. You didn't love them and you tried. I feel like you've gone back to somebody, you tried and it didn't work. And so now you're moving forward, but I still feel like you care about this person. So you may have some karmic energy to contend with there still, Gemini. And it may involve children, something of that nature. So, but I do feel here, Gemini, that you are coming out with whatever it is that you're doing financially. It is settling something, and you're moving forward into a whole new realm. I swear, like you guys hang on till like next week, all of you, okay? Not just Geminis, but it's Geminis I'm specifically speaking to. I feel like really and truly hang on because there's gifts coming in. And it's going to be in money and love, okay? And there's going to be true cutting off of old energy that you're like, I'm not letting that life back into my life. Whatever it is that you cut off, like even if you're contending with somebody you've had children with or something like that, I feel like you're not going to contend with any more nonsense and everything's going to be on an equal level and you're ready to move forward into soulmate energy. That's exciting. I like that. And I feel like, it may be a little shocking to your own self what it is, hang on, dropping cards, what it is to your own self that you're moving forward with there, Gemini. I feel like you might surprise your own self and you might come up with something or have an idea about something that's going to benefit you to the greatest degree. And I am also sensing, Gemini, something else. I'm feeling like the Sagittarian, when the Sagittarian energy comes into alignment with the new moon, you're going to be catapulted into your life purpose. I'm telling you, you're going to be catapulted into it. So if you decide that there's something in your life that you wish to change on that day, I may do some type of a candle ritual or something like that for everybody that wants to concentrate on moving their energy forward. Anyways, I'll get to that. Okay, so I'll try not to forget that. Anybody that's watching, message me and be like, Edie, you said you're going to do a candle thing. All right, for the new moon. I will. I'll promise you guys I will. So, Geminis, you're going to be moving. Appreciate the rest that you're going to get, because you're going to have explosive energy coming in. I'm telling you, there's stuff coming in that you have never dreamed of. With this new moon energy, okay, so I don't know how much you guys follow astrology, but I'll talk a little bit about it right now. There is what's called the galactical federational energy setting a still point is what it's called for people, a point zero. They're going to be moving into, you guys have all, whatever karma you guys have contended with, you will reap the benefits of this now. Okay, I'm telling you, that is the turning point for everybody to move forward into an Aquarian age, okay? And so many people talk about the Aquarian age, but in old ancient texts, in metaphysics, and in quantum physics, it all talks about this turning point in Sagittarian, putting people to a higher understanding of the ageless wisdom is what it's called. And this ageless wisdom is coming in because this is energy that has never been brought before to humanity, okay? I'm telling you right now, you guys will think differently, you will approach things differently, you will think of things in a kinder way, you will understand where you need to shift. Anywhere where you have been working on yourself, the hierarchy of light or the angels that work with you or the guides that work with you will come down so strongly and point you, direct your soul energy to its highest potential. And they know it more than you know it. I'm telling you, you guys will see a huge shift. And that's why I've introduced these videos, because I'm telling you, people will need guidance through those energies. There's a lot of you have been contending with very angry energy in the last week. You guys maybe have been very explosive, and there needs to be healthy expression for all of these things. And that's a combustible energy to help you shift into what you have to do in the next week. Okay, so I'm telling you, rest up, get the energy that you need, and start listening if you guys have chances to the videos coming, because they will definitely guide you through your shifts and your energies, all right? Okay, so now I am moving into Cancer. So Cancers, let's see what you're working with. If you guys want to ask questions later, think about what you want to ask, and I will do about a 10-15 minute segment for that. Jody has first dibs because she gave a donation. Thanks, Jody. All right, so Cancer. All right, so what I pick up here is that there is a lot of fights coming in within your personal happiness situation. I feel like you feel very lonely. I feel like you're fighting with a partner. Now, this is not all for all of you Cancers, okay? I feel like some of you Cancers are very peaceable. If you're single, you may be more peaceable than others, but there are some relationships that people are listening to, and I know it and I feel it, that your relationships are very good. So this reading's not for you this time. It may come in energy later. In the collective reading, or ask a question personally later, okay? But if this is for you and you're dealing with contention, this is talking about what's making your heart lonely, what's making your heart want something more. And what it is the fighting. I feel like you're looking at a lot of loss. I feel like you may have lost money. You may have lost a relationship. You may have had a long-term relationship that you're finally realizing you have to contend with and actually get a divorce. Some of you may have been separated for a very long time. You have the moon energy, which is hidden energy within the Cancerial point that's not ready to come out. But I'm going to tell you, I'm telling you right now, you're one of those signs that there's something heavy coming in, secretive coming out that next, within the week of the 24th to the 30th, okay? Do not be surprised if something very heavy comes out. I feel like it will cause an argument. It will cause you to fight, but I feel like you are victorious over this because karmically you have done the right thing. And do not be surprised. I'm telling you, if your life is calm and all of a sudden things go topsy-turvy within the next week, it's coming in and something's going to happen. Now, like I said, not for everybody, but I feel like for those that's going to happen, you're going to feel it to your core and you're going to be like, oh, maybe I need a reading. Maybe I better call Edie. No, I don't know. Whoever you feel, there's lots of good readers out on the, you know, on YouTube, on Facebook that do all kinds of free readings. Seriously, whoever resonates to you guys, okay? So that's just, I'm putting a plug in for myself. Why not, right? So, but seriously, if you have a chance to get guidance, if you're having really, really tough times, Cancer, you may be a little explosive, anger coming out in a really weird ways. I feel some of you have, there's something about your, maybe your moon in Pisces and your Sagittarian in Venus, something of that nature, whoever that is for. If that's your sign placement, then that's especially for you, Cancer, okay? So, maybe I'll do a video on how to actually apply placements and everything like that, so you guys get like your 5 full readings out of one reading, not just your own first sun sign, okay? So now Leos, there is something coming to you here. There is, I think there is, you know what, you guys, there has been something that you have been dreaming of, but you put to rest. You're like, I give up on it. It's coming to fruition. Don't give up, guys. Keep the vibration of your dreams. There's nothing wrong with having hopes and dreams. You don't have to talk about it. You just have to, sometimes when something comes up, I feel like there's a window of opportunity here, Leos, that are contending with a window of opportunity. Oh yeah, look at this. So look at, there is a spiritual awakening coming in. Right now, it's laying dormant. Guys, your idea is laying dormant. Your spirituality is laying dormant. But there's something coming in this week. I'm telling you, Leos, be prepared. Get your rest while you can. Start thinking about your hopes and dreams. And I do feel here, Leo, there is something that is attached with this hope and dream that is of a spiritual nature. So if any of you are healers or wanting to get into something like that, I feel like you may have, there may be issues that you're dealing with family. You're organizing family, reconnecting with family that you've lost touch with, Leo. And there's something good coming out of this. Some of you Leos, I feel, are contending with the passing of a loved one. And I'm feeling messages come for those Leos who are dealing with that. I feel like messages coming in strongly that they're telling you that everything as it is, as it should be. And right now they are just sort of like they're in the point of passing where they've crossed over, but they're trying to figure out what's happened in their life. Sometimes when people first cross over, it takes time for them to come and visit you, sometimes up to years before they figure out and can come and contend with you karmically about the separation from you and that person. Okay, so I'm feeling something there with Leos come in. You may have dreams, open-ended dreams or ideas coming from this loved one from the other side through dreams within the next little while. There's definitely windows of opportunity coming in for you for love and finances, especially finances. But I feel like you get the whole kit and caboodle here. You get love, you get finances. Somebody that a partner here, Leos, may come in that has finances more than you and can put together with your ideas, and they have a spiritual tone to it. I'm going to tell you that as a spiritual tone that is progressing into a very higher degree, and do not be surprised if you come across or somebody who is going to spiritually guide you in a higher level. Do not be surprised if that comes in for you, okay? And I feel like it's over the internet, something over the internet. You don't meet that person in person. Even the loved one that's passed on, I feel maybe communicating with you through the internet somehow. Like maybe you're like listening to songs that they liked, or something like that nature. Something of that. They're giving you signs through the internet. That's what I'm trying to say to you. Okay, so now moving on to the energy of Virgos. Ooh, you guys got some good cards here. There has been some emotional turmoil within Virgo's energy. I feel like some Virgos have been very miserly over their home, their finances, even their love. I feel like, listen to me, Virgo, if you have been a little stingy that way, I feel like now it's because I feel like you have been put through your paces. Somebody has hurt you drastically, and when somebody has taken advantage of you, you pull back and you don't share so much. And so you're now coming out of codependency. I'm telling you that you're putting that in the past. So whatever it is that has gone on in the past with relationships, finances, anything of that nature, you're laying down clear boundaries for the next person. And even if you're in a relationship, I'm sensing here, Virgo, that you are laying down clear boundaries that are healthy for you, healthy for your partner, and good for everybody in general. So either way, whether you're single or not, you're doing that, and you're moving forward into, I feel like soulmate energy come in strongly for you, Virgo, within the family. So a lot of you maybe have like a new relationship, but you have held back, and I feel like you're not going to no longer hold back. Some of you Virgos maybe wanting, you may have somebody from the past come in this next week offering you like a full relationship, but I feel like there's something hidden there that is not come out about the other person yet, Virgo. And I feel like I feel like just wait, because there's a couple, you have options, and I feel like, Virgo, that you're worked hard for your fortune, and you're going to have the luck of seeing the correct partner to choose from. That's what I'm feeling. And if those of you who are in relationships that are tumultuous, you pull away from that and you move forward to a better relationship. And I feel like, you know what, it may be sudden, guys. It may be suddenly come over. You're just like, I'm done. I'm not dealing with this anymore. I'm out of here. So I feel like, you know, your heart is hungry for something that you don't have right now. And you really want that, and you're going to go after that. And it's going to come around to you. I feel like you're calling it in. You're calling in soulmate energy. So that's beautiful. Whether you're in a relationship or not, I feel like the person either steps up or you're stepping out. That's what I'm feeling. All right. I feel like some Virgos have been waiting a long time for somebody too. Like a long time. You see them and you're giving them chances and chances, and you're just like, I'm done. Done chances, no more chances. This is it. You know the old saying, right? Time to poo or get off the pot. That's what I feel like you tell people. And I feel like you're like, no more like Mr. Nice Guy or Mrs. Nice Gal. You're done giving. You want people to, you're going to give, but you're only going to keep giving if people give in return. Balanced. Pardon me for coughing. All right, so now Libras, moving into Libra's energy. I'm pulling cards at the end for anybody who's just joined. So I'm going to go through the astrological signs, and then I'm going to pull cards, okay? Jody's first, just so you know, because she gave a donation. I keep saying that. Thanks, Jody. All right. So, Libras. I'm so sorry about coughing, guys. Talking a lot does that to my throat. Channeling, okay? So, moving to Libras, what's going on with you guys? With your hungry hearts. You know, I'm going to tell you, I feel like there's a desperation. Oh, that's strange. We already got those cards. I feel like there's a desperation here around you, Libra. You're attracting people who are really desperate. They're trying to enter your life. I feel like the energy of vampire energy around you. I feel like you have given, Libra, and you are no longer going to give coins. You're no longer to give money, okay? I feel like you've given emotionally, you've given money to help someone, and I feel like you are going to stop giving emotionally now, Libra, and you're balancing that out. I feel like you have suffered greatly. You have put yourself in binds that you did not realize just out of your own kindness. So now I feel like Libra, that you are coming to this balance within your giving emotionally. You are definitely cutting people out that no longer are going to spiritually support you. And it's not about the giving or taking, I feel even. It's not about it's the principle of it. It's not about what you're giving or what you're receiving, because I feel like Libras, you have a lot to give and a lot to bring to the table here. But you're no longer willing to give and just continue to be depleted here. I feel like your emotional energies are in check. All the stuff around you that you're contenting with, people are coming and presenting to you. It's like this. I feel like someone's coming to you with all of this emotional turmoil, like this, Libra. Here, please have all of my bad karma. Let me show you what I'm going through. You feel what I'm going through, because I know you feel what I'm going through, and I want you to take that on and correct it for me. That person's needy and codependent, and you're cutting it out. You're no longer entangling yourself with that emotional energy. And whether that's work, whether that's a relationship, or whether that's a friend, somebody asking you for money, anything, you're done. You're like, I can't do that. Now, you also have balance. If there is something that you feel emotionally that you can support them with, and it's not going to drain you, you will absolutely do that and encourage that person to do what they need to do so that they're not codependent and have faith in themselves. They're only coming to you because they don't have faith to themselves. And I feel like this person has had a relationship where you've given them a chance to prove themselves a few times, and they have just sort of not been able to step up to the plate, and you don't feel that you have energy to give them anymore, Libra. You look like this. You've lost too much. You're cutting your losses. That's what I'm feeling, Libra. And you're moving towards something. I feel like there's something coming in for you that you have just not turned around. You have not done the about face yet. You're still looking at like the loss of something there. There's still maybe connection with this person, but I feel like it's maybe just a little bit different energy. It's not like romantic. It's more like, feels like more like business. You've contended with things. You've set boundaries too. All right, so Scorpio. Now let's pull some energy for Scorpio. You have the King of Wands. Somebody maybe around you that is very chameleon-like. Scorpio, I feel like they have interfered with your finances, and I do feel like that you will this. Okay, look at. I feel here somebody has interfered with you greatly. I do feel, though, that you are mastering the energy of the mind. You are no longer letting anybody manipulate you financially or taking your receptive energy away. So here's something that I'm going to say. You've overgiven. Somebody here, this does not necessarily mean a woman. It can be a man or a woman. What it means is that person has overtaken you. So you're not able to so feminine energy is receptive, right? So think about a woman's parts, they're receptive. Think about a guy's parts, they're projective. So we're talking projective and receptive energies, not man, woman nonsense, nothing like that. It's not a competition. It's energy. It's a frequency. And so your receptive feminine energy, man or woman, is not able to receive because this person takes too much. They're too codependent, and I feel like you are putting an end to this energy of giving. So this card is generosity, but you're done with this generosity. Or somebody is doing this to you, and you are mastering your own mental energies and breaking away from a codependent relationship, and you see your self-worth to the fullest here is what I'm sensing. So Scorpio, what you don't know, I'm really sensing is you don't understand your receptive energy, what you're able to receive. You're going to receive something, you're in an energy where you're going to receive something really beneficial to yourself. If you cut off that old energy and let it self-destruct, if you keep feeding an energy and expect a different response, not going to happen. If you step away from that energy, I'm doing Scorpio right now, if you step away from that energy, you will magnetize to you what you've put out. It's like a boomerang effect, and it will mirror so you can see everything you're doing. You cannot blame other people for the energy that you put out, what comes back to you. I'm sensing here strongly that Scorpios need to sort of understand the energy of this. I mean, I'm not saying that other people's things don't affect what you are, but I am saying that you do have control over this, and that you are able to, with your mind, to connect in and move past what somebody is throwing at you energetically through the mind and through psychic I'm sensing like psychic attacks energies, like they're talking about you, to other people and trying to, like, I feel like energy of slander, that kind of stuff. But yet, in your own power, that's not truth. And so when you stand up to that, I feel like it boomerangs. But so watch. I feel like watch anger, watch like how you express yourself. Stand back, let the energy show you where you need to move. I feel like something's going to present, Scorpio. When you're walking your path, you're like, I feel like things are destructive, things are not working out, and you're like, what is going on in my life right now? And as you're walking by, I feel like I see this, like, oh, I know why now. And something comes in to rescue you from I feel like energy that's pushing too fast, too forward, too soon. I'm going to tell you something, Scorpio. I'll tell you what I feel here. For those Scorpios watching, I feel like there's a 7-year period that you are working and moving into starting the 27th of this month. And you will move into a 7-year cycle of a progressive spiritual progression and awakening. Do not be surprised if you have dreams about people on the other side. Do not be surprised if you are psychically very awake and have very much psychic connections with other people. You know what people are thinking. There's a lot of synchronicity around you, that kind of thing. Scorpio, I feel very strongly coming in for you. So you're going to have the wisdom to move through and past who is sort of having this energy and effect on you that emotionally is pulling you away from your fullest potential right now. I feel like there's an opening of your fullest potential as well at this point. Okay, so Sagittarians. The energy of Sagittarians coming in, and as I'm moving through this, the energy of the moon, past the full moon, moving into the new moon energy, there's a lot coming in, so I'm trying to prepare, like I said, prepare you guys for what's coming. So you have the Eight of Wands. There is, oh, well, that's good. A lot of cards are coming out here. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do, but I feel like, okay, look at, whoops. You have a great deal, you have a great deal of fight coming at you right now, Sagittarian. You have a lot of obstacles to overcome. I feel like this is showing you patience. I feel like beginning Monday, this came out behind Temperance. I feel like Leo's moving into into the moon will come out and give you an extra boost of power to give you exact direction of where you need to go. I feel like you master this energy. I feel like you have cut off something. You have stood up for yourself. You have moved forward into something that you need to. I feel like also there is love coming at you. You may make this person, I feel like, really step up to the plate. Whoever you are, Sagittarian, male or female, I feel like you're saying, you're with the Queen energy, I will cut you down immediately if you do not come to me with the correct energy. And so this person coming to you is coming to you with the correct energy, and they stand up to you and they're like, well, I am coming to you with a heartfelt energy. But they understand your pain and what you have been through, I feel here, Sagittarian. And there is energies I'm sensing of family healing. There may be troubles in family that you are overcoming, but it's just like you're staying still in it. You have the strength to overcome this, and you are definitely receiving help in balance coming in here. There is a great, I'm telling you, there's a lot of like turmoil I'm feeling here for Sagittarians. And I'm telling you, as you move past this into the 27th, I'm telling you, on the 27th, something's coming in for you very, very strongly that is going to move you, and you're going to have to make a decision about something. You're going to have to make a clear decision about something, and you will get fruits from that. You're going to make the right decision. Don't worry. It's going to present to you. Sign of Sagittarian is the sign of the ageless wisdom. You guys bring in the energy of spirituality. Understand, on the 27th, the 26th, depending where you are in the world, the energy is going to open up for energy to come down in the heavens that only the angelic energies can impart on us as humanity, as a race. We, as a race, are evolving, and we will have spark of mind. You will think of things that you have never thought of before. You will lead people. You will heal people. You will be going on spiritual journeys. You may start deep metaphysical studies. Sagittarians. Sorry, I just have to move that a minute. Keeps moving because my microphone's attached. But there's a lot coming in for Sagittarians. So if you know the placement of where your Sagittarian, anybody, if you know where your Sagittarian placement is sitting, understand these galactical federational energies are coming down to bring us to a 0 point, a still point that we can evolutionize collectively as humanity moves forward. So it's a huge job, guys. And I'll say that at the end. Okay. Anyways, I want to talk about what tips that spiritual energy coming in. I'll talk about that in the collective conscious energy. All right. So Capricorn, you are, look at that, Capricorns, making a very clear decision. You are no longer being tied to something that has held you back. I feel finances coming in. I do feel some of you opening up your own businesses or ideas for that. Put your nose to the grindstone and write out business plans. Very, very important for you to do to get your things in order. I feel like there's decisions coming in for you that you will have to make very clear decisions here coming in, Capricorn, about what's not going to tie you down, what's going to free you financially. And you may be cleansing out some stuff. You may be like organizing and cleansing and like nesting. I feel like it's called like nesting there. You guys are doing nesting. But you are organizing stuff to come in for finances, and there is a decision coming for you. Look at this. On the bottom of the deck, you got a decision here too. Look at that. Look at these cards. This is crazy. This is like you're coming out of something really heavy here, Capricorn, that's been in your chart for a long time. I feel like this natal transit for Capricorns that are listening is like once in a lifetime transit that's going to open up and help you make a clear decision where you need to. You have been blocked at all turns, but look at the end result. You're going to move forward financially. You're coming up with ideas that you have not thought of before. Nobody has thought of it before, actually. This is energy coming down for you, Capricorns, that nobody on the whole planet has ever had the privilege of thinking of before. And I'm going to tell you guys something else. Every thought that has ever been thought of all the people that are ever alive is sitting on the collective consciousness energy in the astral plane. And that place is a flippin' mess. Everybody's thoughts, think about that, is up there. So you can tap into anything good or bad. And there's a lot tapping into what they don't even know what they're like, where they're feeling their energies come from. So I'm sensing here that Capricorn, that you really are moving forward with that energy and tapping into your own echo, your own inner connection to spirit. And when you do that, it really moves you forward spiritually. I'm telling you, you're going to think of something that you never thought before. And that goes for everybody, not just Capricorns, but especially Capricorns that are listening to this right now. I feel like there's an energy coming in that you're going to think of something you never thought of before. It's never been thought of before on the planet. Many people will be opening up to new energies and inventing new things. You guys watch and see what begins to happen in the next 7 years. You'll see a slow progression. I'm telling you right now. Don't also be surprised if on the 27th, 26th, anyways, the week of the 24th, there may be some major earthquakes or volcanic eruptions happening around the world as well. So do not be afraid of that. It's part of the cleansing process, I'm going to tell you. Okay. So now, Aquarius, I feel like there is some there's some really interesting energy going on here. Look at what's happening. This is pretty crazy. So you have the devil. Some of you may be contending with addictions. You may be putting some spiritual energies aside. You need to bring back spiritual energy into your life to contend with this. I'm going to tell you right now, plain and simple, if that's what you want to change in your life, that's what has to come through. Okay, so Aquarius, that's what you need to do. The others of you are contending with somebody who may have a heart partner who has the situation. Same thing. You need to bring in this spirituality, which is reversed right now. I do feel the sense of marriage. I feel like this may be causing divorce, separations, that sort of thing. I do feel like it's causing a great deal of sorrow. I feel like you really love this person. However, you're past most of it. The Tower of Destruction is not going to be as bad as what you think. There may be hope for this type of energy, and I feel like hope is the message here. The Tower Tower of Destruction, if it was this way, then I would be really concerned. But since it's this way, this is positive energy. This means the destruction of this negative energy in people's lives, which I love to see. And Aquarius, you guys, listen, you can go through life feeling pretty detached and emotionally move on very, very quickly because you have your emotions in check and in balance. You can easily disassociate mentally from that emotional energy. But you are discovering that your deep energies have some spiritual base that have been lacking, has caused you in the past this depression. So I do feel that you're going to be also moving in some studies of metaphysics, okay? And so like the energies of true knowledge, I feel like there's some knowledge coming out in the world that you guys, that has never been released on the planet before. There are some people that work in theologian societies that are presenting some amazing new information metaphysically for people and quantum physically. So, you know, I feel like, you know, go on a YouTube search and see what's new out there for you guys. And be careful, be cautious. Don't get involved, guys. Listen, you know, there's a lot of people out there and organizations that preach a lot of things, but, you know, a lot of those people, you know, unfortunately are very manipulative. They lie, they, you know, use you, they will get money out of you, all sorts of things. So, you know, only donate to things if you can afford it. Only support things if you resonate with it. If there's a consistency of non-resonation or you're concerned or there's red flags, I feel like, I don't know why I'm saying this, but just feel like, be cautious. You know, these are guidance energies for you to empower yourself, not for somebody to disempower you. Don't give your power away spiritually, guys, okay? This is what's happening on a mass level, on the collective consciousness. We're bringing power back. We have seen the worst of religions. We've seen the worst of political leaders. We have seen great catastrophes. There's not much more we can do to the world without destroying it. So now is the time. I'm going to sneeze. Hang on a second. I think. Sorry, I was going to sneeze. It's going away now. I feel like now is the time that these catastrophes are supposed to happen. The destruction of what we're seeing politically is supposed to go on. We're supposed to see it. We're supposed to step away from it and understand that all of this stuff is moving us to a higher vibration, to what we do want, because we now know what we don't want. And if you don't know yet, the tower is coming down, so you know, within a week's period, I'm telling you that like everything's going to shift. Do not be surprised. Do not, if your whole world thinking is like completely different and you're like, oh my God, what did I think? I used to think like that. You guys are going to look back 7 years from now and you're going to be like, I can't believe how I used to think 7 years ago. You don't do it right now. You don't look back 7 years ago and think, there may have been some changes, but I swear, you guys, 7 years from now, you're going to like learn. I feel like lifetimes upon lifetimes will come back to you. There will be great psychic awakening and connections. And a lot of people it may disturb, but there's lots of places where you can go to learn spiritual development. All right, Pisces. Temperance. Hidden energy. And the Emperor. All right, so those of you who are Pisces, I feel an abuse of masculine authority. I feel like this is being tempered. I feel like there's hidden energy coming out concerning this Pisces about the self. I feel like this is about self-awareness, understanding connection to spirit, moving out of this abusive situation, or if you are the person doing this to other people, if there's manipulative energy around you or you've been manipulating somebody, and I do feel that, Pisces, many of you have been in this situation, you're moving past. You're now moving into the energy of knowledge and wisdom, applying this secretive energy without really saying much or doing much. Those of you who are married and going through separations, I feel like divorce is very prominent coming through. There's legal papers being signed, etc. within the next, I feel like before the eclipse season, before December, okay? So that's what I see for Pisces. I do feel a presence also of peace coming in for you right now. I feel like through a bunch of turmoil that you do have a sense of peace, and you do have spiritual guidance that is moving you through this and you guys may have had like outbursts of anger, etc., and ill-placed, like misplaced angers of suppressed energies. I feel like there's a lot of suppressed energy here, hidden masculine energy, and so it may have come out in very negative forms that you were not aware of. But I feel like there's information coming to you and awareness coming to you and spiritual progression coming to you that has moved you past this stuff there, Pisces. That's phenomenal, you know, because that's a really difficult thing to look at yourself and say, man, I don't like the way I was handling this. Maybe I've been a little like thinking about this or thinking about that. And if it's not you, I feel like it's, you know, someone around you. But I kind of feel like that. And I feel like there's like help. There's help there, like guidance, you know, like spiritual guidance there for you. All right, Jody, I'm going to pull a card for you first. Look at that. You got the Empress. So, first of all, I'm going to caution you. The very first thing that comes to mind, pregnancy. If you don't want pregnancy in your life, you want to cover up. You know, make sure you're using protection, okay? Very, very important for you. Also, I do feel like whatever it is that you're contending with right now, you are mastering within the work environment. I do feel like you possibly could get promotions at work. There may be an opportunity next week coming in for you that there may be definitely an influx of financial abundance, and it could involve a little bit more work, but I feel like it's more in the line that you want. Also, I'm sensing that relationship-wise, you have a healthy attitude about relationships, and you do want to call in receiving energy. You do want to receive energy, and what's happening within your life right now, it doesn't seem like it's very clear. I feel like the energy of it is not clear right now, but it's coming in form and unison for you. I feel like just a second, I'm going to pull another card, but what I'm sort of feeling is like an energy that the person that's coming in, or if you're attached, which I don't know, I feel like you're not, has financial like stability, and this helps you with your financial stability. I feel like you may be spending a lot of time alone, juggling energy here, Jody. I feel like you maybe a really healthy thing for you to be doing right now is expressing energy through writing, through letters, through, I feel like if you're going to have communication with someone, you may have someone like over the internet, something of that nature. If you haven't met someone, you may be like an online dating app or something like that where you communicate with them over that type of energy, and it's a good communication, but you're holding back a little bit and showing that you are to be treated correctly within relationships, and you will not tolerate anything other than this. And I do feel like what you receive is very good financially, okay? So whatever's coming for you financially is very, very positive, Jody. Whoa. And I also feel with love too, it's positive. So keep fighting that good fight. I feel like listen to your own intuition and follow that own inner like guidance. You're going to get red flags. When you're quiet and you reflect on what's been written, you're going to get red flags, and you're going to see exactly where you need to go. And you do have a choice between two people, I'm feeling here, Jody, right now. And the one that helps you express yourself correctly, that's the one that you're going to end up going with. Okay? Do you have any questions, Jody, before I move on to anybody else for a personal question about what I've said, whether that resonated with you or not? I'll get to you in time, okay, if you want to hang around for a. Right now I'm doing a reading for Jody, and then I'll get to you. Well, Jody, I'm going to say this. You're going to get some very good energy coming towards you. I'm telling you, there is sweet treats coming towards you. There is energy of very romantic energy coming towards you. I'm telling you right now. Okay? You'll be in a highly... I'm going to say something. I feel like you're moving into soulmate energy. And so you're on a soulmate journey in your life for sure. This is part of your soul expression. So you will have this come in for you. Okay, I'm going to tell you, this is going to come in for you very strongly. You're going to express this with another person. You're going to have that connection that you desire. I'm telling you, that's happening strongly. All right, guys. So I'm going to scroll back down. Give me a second to see who has been asking, and I'm going to try and go in order, okay? So, Marie, I'm sorry, I can't pronounce names right. Romario. Okay, so I'm going to, you're a Leo. I'm going to call, whoops, some of these cards got a little turned around. Just a second. I'm going to call in some energy for you next. Remember, guys, if the collective readings of your astrological signs don't make sense, listen to your moon sign. Very, very important. If you don't know that, I've provided a natal chart above for you to do that calculation. If you need help with it, I will gladly help you with you. If you need to know how to do your natal chart, I will gladly. And I think maybe I'll make a video or something and showing you guys how to do that. All right. So I do feel like you are going through some great emotional pain at this time. It's time to be moving past this. I do feel like you have expressed yourself greatly with this. I do also feel like you are gaining control over a love situation that has hurt you greatly. I feel like you have been deceived within love. I feel like you have... I feel like, you know, I don't know, but I feel like there's somebody that has maybe even like stalked you a little bit, has like not wanted to let you go. But the weird thing is that I'm sensing is they're the one that hurt you. And you're like, okay, well, if that's what you want to do to me all the time, then I'm out of here. And they just didn't ever think you were going to leave. And I feel like, I got my stuff in control now. I'm in command of what happens in and around me. I have all of my mice on a leash. I know what I'm doing and where I'm moving towards, and this isn't it. So I feel like, honey, if you're releasing something or something is coming back in the past, I feel like you need to release it, and you need to know that you have worked too hard to gather your self-worth and your self-respect to give it to somebody who is not worthy and respecting you. I'm really feeling that strongly, and I feel like you know that strongly too. I feel like you're really done like putting up with people's nonsense. You're not going to let them vampiric energy around you. But I also want to caution, I'm sensing here, Marie, that try not to over like react. Something might really make you angry if you're like sitting back. Yeah, look at, you got the bull coming out here. So watch it, because whatever you're thinking, I feel like this, honey, whatever you're thinking, you're going to manifest. So if you're going to think angry thoughts, you're going to manifest anger around you. Be very careful of your thoughts. You test it out. Whatever you're thinking, it's going to come at you. And if I'm lying to you, I'm telling you, you're going to see it, that I'm right. I'm telling you, whatever you put out, it's going to come back. So if you're angry, express it in a very healthy way. Gather yourself and then express what you really truly want to say, not just because you're mad. Okay, I feel like that's important for you to know. All right, so Marma love Gemini. All right, I'm going to pull a card for you. Oh, you have some pain. Also, look at, you have the same cards come out as the other person, but you have a different end result. That's interesting. So I feel like somebody is watching you online. You may be connecting with somebody in online. I feel like great pain and love in the past here, what I'm picking up. But there is a togetherness and there is a nurturing within something new. So this is telling me here that you're moving past some really negative energies. I'm also sensing like you're like doing fairly well financially. I feel like there's like some improvement coming in the next couple of weeks here. There's some progression for you here financially, Marna, and I'm feeling like This is a surprise. This is comes to you like before Christmas. Don't be surprised if it's really overwhelming for you over Christmas time. I'm feeling. It may cause you really watch your vitamin intake. I'm feeling like keep up on that. Keep up on your eating correctly. If you're eating on the go, like make sure you have fruit with you. I don't know why I'm sensing that. Fresh fruits and vegetables, healthy dips. I don't know. I'm just feeling that very strongly for you. Watch your diet, and you will not get sick. I feel like vitamin D for some reason, I don't know. I feel like that's really, really important for you over the winter time to prevent you from getting sick. You have like a ton of energy coming at you, and there is angelic comfort coming in for you from this pain from the past. And I am feeling like you're coming together with somebody that is very healthy for you. I feel like it's angelically and divinely guided. It feels very spiritual. I got to tell you, it feels very, very spiritual. And it feels like this is your soulmate energy coming in for you. That's beautiful. Okay. So, Scotty, I don't know if you're just waving because you entered or if you want a question. So I'm going to skip you. If you want one, you can ask me. Okay, Mary, I'm going to go to you next. Okay. So I feel like you have strong family connections. I feel like children are involved here. I feel like you care for many, many children correctly. I'm not sure what kind of work you're in, but I feel like there's a lot of children around you, in home, environment, family, work, like children, a lot of children I'm sensing here, Mary. And I feel like you really nurture over one specific child. It's the most important thing in your life. I don't know if I'm thinking correctly here, if I'm on the right path, but that's sort of what I'm feeling. You can message me if I'm not, but this is what I'm feeling and what's coming in for you. I feel like you need some self-care, some nurturing that you're not getting. I'm going to tell you, I feel like with everything going around on you, you need to separate your energy specifically from people around you. Whether this is involving children or not, you got to feel, I feel like you're taking on too much here and you're going to run yourself down. I feel like you need to have salt baths. I feel like Epsom salt baths, sea salt baths, Himalayan salt baths, very important for you over the winter. I feel like that will also help keep you healthy. And everybody in your environment healthy. I don't know what else, why I'm picking up on this, but I am sensing like there's something about organic cleaners and for you to use that. I don't know why I'm picking this stuff up with children, but that is what I'm sensing here for you. I'm really curious. I'm going to scroll up because I'm not sure. Okay, if you want to ask a question or if this is on the right path, please let me know because I don't know. But that's what I'm feeling, and that's what's coming out of my mouth. So I feel like that's what's the message for you is self-care is extremely important in balance of caring for other people. There is someone, love though. I feel like you've put love aside here. I feel like you've put love aside for children, family, responsibilities. I feel like coming in like in this new moon energy, you may set an intention that you're going to have more self-care. You're going to go out with people. If you're attached, you're going to go out like on dates with your person. If you're not attached, you're going to find somebody that you're going to go out on dates with. You're going to have new friendships even. I am sensing a lot of like more going out, but I feel like you might meet someone here going out and you are attracted to them and you do have romance with them coming in, and that's very different from what you're used to. And I feel like this is angelically divided, guided towards you. I feel like you've been very much separated and divided from that energy from a long time. That's what I'm feeling. All right, so okay, give me 1 second. I'm going to go through the list. Yeah, Susan, I got you. Let me just scroll up a little bit more. Sorry, guys. Just give me a minute to... Oh, hi, Tom. Sorry, I'm reading to see who needs a reading. If you guys want, if you guys have just waved, I mean, I don't mind giving you a reading if I have time here. Okay, so brown satire. I'm going to see what's going on for you. Taurus energy. I know what I'm sensing is something coming in for you also financially. I want to see what else is here, but there is hidden knowledge coming out for you. I'm sensing that there's a period of rest here. But I feel like, you know what? I feel like once the fall is finished, so like December 21st, I feel like you're no longer going to be resting. You're going to be coming up with some good ideas through the, what I'm picking up here for you, what's really important for you to know is through the December and January, there will be energy that's going to come in that is like a surprise. I feel like something is going to come in that you didn't know from the past. I feel like it may cause you some like dreams come in, I'm feeling, that will guide you. You know what? I'm going to tell you what I'm feeling here is that there's going to be something come in through your dream that gives you awareness that you were unaware of before. It's like I don't know, like maybe somebody that's passed. I'm not sensing family, like it could be a friend that's passed over that you have a dream about, and they give you information on like in a dream, and it's correct information. I feel like if you are not remembering your dreams, you should really take some time to, when you wake up in the morning, don't open your eyes, don't move a muscle, and just be still if you don't remember your dreams. And after about 5 minutes, if you still don't remember anything, fine. But typically you may remember 1 or 2 words. Write it down. Whatever you remember, write down. Get a book right there and write it down, or on your phone, whatever you use, write it down. And I swear through the day, if you keep practicing that, you will remember your dreams and you will remember the messages coming towards you. And it is concerning relationships and your self-worth and what it is that you need to put forward for your soul energy within this next year. You're going to get clear direction about what it is that you need to, through this dream, you're going to get clear direction about what it is, where you need to put your energy. And you may need to be walking a little bit of a tightrope to get to that energy. So you're going to feel maybe a little frustrated for a little while until you get the correct understanding of the message that was given to you. But if you write your dreams down, you're going to see in time, it's going to come clearly to you. All right. Don't forget to like and follow me on Moonlight Divine page here. And if you guys haven't liked it or loved it and you guys are getting some good information, please do so. It supports the channel. Please share it also. If you guys want to donate, you're more than welcome to do so. Okay, so Ashley, you are next. You're welcome, Jenny. Sorry, I'm just reading the comments as I'm going up now. Ashley, are you feeling like a little like your stomach is upset? You're not well these days? Something like that? So, I'm not sure why I feel that, but I feel that for you. I feel like you are looking at a situation that has not brought you much happiness. I feel like you've put in a lot of emotion into a situation here, Ashley, that has not brought you back the returns you wish. I feel like you have been deceived within a relationship and you are no longer going to allow this person to dominate your thoughts even. You are completely, I feel like, cutting ties from past. I feel like if a person's coming at you from the past here, I feel like you really need to be a little cautious about what you're letting back into your life, as they may pull energy away from you from the past. Like the past, I mean. I feel like this person may be weaving a web around you that is really hard to untangle. And I feel like you've worked really diligently to untangle yourself from the web already. And if you get involved again, your emotions are going to be topsy-turvy. That's what I'm feeling. I am going to sense this too. Somebody who's a little bit stronger than the person you've had in the past is coming in within this next month-ish or so is what I'm feeling. But it may not fully bloom into like full-blown, like deep-seated relationships until next summer is what I'm sensing for you here. And you know what? I feel like I'm going to say something else too. You need to eat more fruits, eat more apples. I don't know. That's what I got for you, Ashley. So maybe something going on there with your pancreas or liver or something that needs cleansing, or I don't know. But typically those fruits are good for that. Okay. All right. So Tatiana. I know Tatiana. Well, she's passed away now, but I knew Tatiana. She was very beautiful. Okay, so yeah, the Queen of Cups, I feel like there has been fairly good happenstances within your relationships, but I feel like you have gone through a lot. Things have separated and have been destructive in some aspects, but I feel like you know why, and you're moving away from that. So you're carrying a lot within your heart, I'm sensing here, Tatiana. And I'm feeling like you also may have some options between a couple of people. Pardon me. I feel like you're taking time to meditate and to be calm and to make the correct decisions. I am also sensing a relationship coming in for you strongly. There is the energy coming in of coupling. And so I feel like there is a doorway of opportunity. If you are not living with someone, I feel like there's a doorway of opportunity coming for the next couple of weeks that this will progress to this. If you're single, you may meet someone who eventually you'll grow into living together with. But I feel like this is really important for you to sit back for a moment. And I feel like you're going through great transformation, and you're no longer accepting things that have hurt you in the past. You're like, no, I'm cutting that off. No, that's not good for me. No, I don't want to go there. Well, this might be okay, but I feel like you become a little icy towards things. And so I want to caution you about your heart condition, and what's helping you is meditation, that sort of thing, quiet mind, listening to positive music, positive vibrations coming in for you. Okay. Don't go back to this negativity. It's going to drag your emotional energy down and keep you bound. And you're releasing that right now. You're releasing that through the mind. You're not even allowing, I'm going to tell you, you may not even allow the thought of this person come back to you that has caused you maybe some pain. And maybe, I'm not even feeling like, I don't know, maybe I'm just feeling like, I feel like this is what I feel like maybe you're saying, what are you talking about? And then I feel like maybe a couple of weeks from now, you're going to know what I'm talking about. Okay? Sometimes that happens in my readings. It goes really into the future, and then it's like not even aware of something, and then it comes out. So that's what I got for you. Okay, so Susan. Well, darling, feels to me like you're going down the rabbit hole. You're not there yet, though. I feel like there is going to be spiritual awakening for you. Very, very important for you to keep your grounding. You may have mirroring image happening in and around you. You may notice other people do things that you've done in the past or that you're trying to work through. So if you are not, like if you're having a difficult time trying to figure out what you need to change in life, I feel like there is nurturing around you just by observing and watching what's happening with people around you. And I feel like you may be yourself in the healing energy. I feel like maybe you're a healer or psychic yourself in some fashion, and so you may be contenting with mirror imaged of things, or you may see things where you have been at certain levels and are moving past. I feel like you will get there. There also could possibly be the birth of a child, or through family, or maybe friends or something. But I feel like a birth of a child is coming in for you, in and around you, that you are attached with this child, and this creates a lot of love and joy in and around you. But I also am feeling like there's like pleasantry around family and around spiritual awakening. It doesn't feel unpleasant. It feels like surprises come in for your spiritual awakening, or spiritual understanding is more what I'm feeling. Spiritual understanding. So you may be a seeker, and really want to understand what's happening in your spiritual life. If you are spiritual as it is, I feel like it's moving to a very much higher evolution for you. You know, even those of us who are psychic, we all go through our evolutions on this planet. We have a human body. So for us, you know, we may feel things in a different fashion. We may experience illnesses. We may feel people to different degrees. We may see people's energies to different degrees. So I feel like that's some of what's happening with you, and you may need some spiritual development and guidance in the correct fashion. Okay. All right. For your grandmother, Freya. Interestingly, I was feeling an older woman around somebody. I'm not sure, they may be a Taurus, or you may be a Taurus. There may be a lot of emotional energy for you, grandmom, right now, Judy. I feel like there is a lot of transformation, energy moving into your environment. I am feeling spiritual awakening as well. You may have lots of dreams. I feel like Pisces energy around you also coming in and motivating you to explore your imagination, and things coming in also that are unexpected for you in your spiritual progression. I am feeling the root-based chakra opening up strongly for you and setting in motion finances. I feel like also you may be contenting with legal paperwork, getting sort of affairs in order financially would be wise for you to take a look at and review those things in your life right now. But there is transformational change. You may be coming out of a period of unwellness as well. So I feel like a good health coming in within a couple of weeks. I feel like there's transformational energy. So if you're dealing with something health-wise, I feel like keep looking at yourselves as healthy, good, eating correctly, all that type of stuff. I feel like it's so important for you right now. I'm not sure why, but I feel like it's important for you to really think clearly. I mean, and think healthy thoughts about food and food. I don't know. There's something that may be interfering with your health that is like food related. So, like if you pay attention to your diet, there's something there where you eat a little bit healthier, or maybe more organically, or there's something there that you change, and it transforms your health. And I feel like you get this information come in like a couple of weeks. There's something coming in a couple of weeks. And also like affairs in order, financial affairs. You know, I am feeling like here for you, relationships, that have not been fulfilled to the full degree yet. And soulmate energy is still coming in for you. Okay, Freya, that's for your grandmom. Soulmate energy is still coming in for her. Judy, hi. Okay. Who is watching you? I just read that. I didn't see that until just now. I'm not really sure if you're referring to somebody alive or on the planet, but if it's somebody on the planet, I do feel sort of a sense of somebody around you. But I'm sort of feeling like, you know, for the most part, I feel like a lot of angelic energy in and around you. I feel like people are coming into you. You know what? I'm going to tell you something. I feel like there may be people coming to you that are false, and you know it. You already know. You already know in your energy field if there's somebody at you with that. Through your psychic ability, I feel like you're going to know what's coming for you from the other side for intuitional messages. Like, I feel like you're just going to know it. You're going to feel it. You're going to have a conversation with people who've crossed over. That's what I'm feeling. If you need any more clarification, I don't really know what your question is, so it's hard to direct, but if you ask a little later, when I go through everybody else, I'll answer clearly more. Okay. Sorry, I'm just going to scroll through these. Gemma. How are you? Okay, so Gemma, I feel that I feel like you're coming out of some difficulty right now. There has been some obstacles. You know, for the most part, I feel like it's something to do with work. I am also feeling here that you are tired and you need some rest. I feel like you have little helpers in and around you, and you need to let your friends help you. Okay, I feel, Gemma, that you really need to let your friends help you right now. I feel like you will be going, especially if this has not been happening to you, but I am sensing that you're going through a spiritual awakening, and your intuition is opening greatly. And I am feeling okay, great, Freya, I'm glad to know that. I feel like here, Gemma, that you are working through some extreme difficulties, but these helpers, you know, like, it feels like masculine energy, but it feels angelic, and it feels like something's pushing you to move past where you are. I feel like the Sagittarius new moon is going to be really important for you, and you are going to get a key to understanding, moving past this. You know, it may be that you are feeling like lethargic, like empathic. This is reflective energy. This is a time for you to reflect. You're supposed to be resting. I'm not sure if this is your situation here, Gemma, but I feel like if you're dealing with sort of like a depressed state, confusing, stuck in situations, you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be resting through this time, and you're supposed to be letting your friends help you, and you're supposed to be looking at the mirror to see what the reflection is on how you conduct yourself in your life, so you never do that. Or you have in past lives and you're like, I'm not going to do that anymore. That's what I'm feeling. Does that make sense to you? If it does, great. Okay. All right, people, that's what I have for you guys. I'm not sure if you guys need any more clarification. I am going to go and take a little rest myself for my Sunday afternoon. I do hope that all of you collectively have a chance to, okay, great, Gemma, good. I'm hoping that all of you have a chance to get out into nature. Nature will help soothe your energies. If you guys want to sit and listen, I will talk a little bit about some of the planetary alignments right now. Being optimistic, having insight and vision is super important. I feel like people who are dealing with stocks and bonds, improvement energy, I feel like a lot of people will improve their financial situation. Anything that's opposing what's going on in and around you, legal situations, I feel come to closure and will balance out where everybody is happy for it. I really feel like that. Your financial situation. I just finished saying as you wrote that, people dealing with that is things are coming out clearly for you. You need to not worry, okay? So depending, do your natal chart and find out where your Jupiter and your Venus is, and I can tell you more about your financial situation. Or in the reading, you go back, go do your natal chart, and go back in the reading and listen to your natal chart placements. So your Jupiter and your Venus placements, you want to listen to that reading, which will apply to your money, mostly your Jupiter, and then your Venus is your love life and money. Okay, so you need to pay attention to that, guys. Learn how to work these readings. And then, of course, if you have a partner, you're going to listen to your partner's sign. That gives you insight about what's happening in their life. So you can come to them with compassion and understanding and have the conclusion of matching the soulmate energy, okay? So that's important. People will be working towards that. Correct ideas and also creativity within financial situations. Legal situations will come to positive. I feel like for the most part, people who are listening to this, your financial situation will improve. You will set up, I feel like very clear understanding of your finances once you get past the next couple of weeks. Travel is also involved for people who are concerned about money. Breaking old routine patterns. If you guys have faith in some type of political situation or a religious, really strong religiously, I feel like those people who are dealing with that right now, you will break down that dogmatic situation and you will see how things will move past and need to destruction around you to bring in a whole new level of what it is that people are wanting on levels that they've never experienced before. I'm telling you, this is coming in for people on a very high level. All right, what else can I think of here? Hidden things that are hidden. If somebody's hiding things from you now, I guarantee you it's coming out for you. Okay, I will be very surprised if 2 weeks from now, if you guys had something hidden from you in legal situations or anything like that, if it didn't come out within the next 2 weeks, I will be shocked. And I bet you for the most part it's going to come out to your benefit. It is things to your benefit that are coming out. Okay, not to the other person's benefit. There will be a 7-year progression for most people spiritually who are listening to this. There is an opening, like I said, on the 26th, 27th that will open up spiritual portholes that people have never had before on the planet since we have ever existed in all lifetimes. So we are very privileged to live on the planet right now. That's all I'm going to say. Anybody who's working in life and who is working on their own stuff, guarantee you will get the benefits. And those of you who have had a really tough 12 years, I'm going to say now's the time for you to start to reap the rewards of all of your hard work. Whatever you put in spiritually, whatever it is that you have tried to manifest and make correct into the line of light, it will manifest. Here's something for you guys to know. I want to say this as a closing thing, okay? If you go into a dark room, completely dark room, no light at all, no outside light, no nothing. And look at this light, this room, like it's the world. And there's one person that has light in that world. And in the center of that world, or the center of that room, they light a little tea light. That tips the light in all of the room. There's no shadows to come out. 3% of the population, if they are doing the work on themselves, will have what's called initiation into a higher understanding. Those of you who have initiation are working through emotional energies, are moving into working through mental energies next. You've mastered relationships, you've mastered your emotions, you know what's going on. Now you're going to work through the mental capacities, and you guys are going to have the first sparks of mind coming in with the new ideas. So that's extremely exciting things coming in for the planet right now. And this is happening globally, people. Globally, not just locally, not just you, globally. Do not be surprised if you have turmoil through this. Do not get engaged in the drama. If you separate yourself from it, you will move forward and you will reap that reward that I'm talking about, okay? So Bless you all for joining me today, and thank you for all of your support. I do hope that you do recognize the keys that we're talking about here that are opening up in the next couple of weeks. And I will give more guidance throughout this as much as I can online throughout this tumultuous time, and to keep those energies at bay, the negative energies, and to move past them, okay, emotionally, and more into the mental energy so that your mind and your heart are working in unison, okay? So bless you guys all, and you guys have a wonderful day, and maybe we'll see you tonight at 11 p.m. I'm going live again then. All right? Bye for now. Enjoy your afternoon. Get out in nature, guys. Get out in the sun. Bye for now.